This is the first episode in a series we'll be doing about our own backyard, the Sunshine Coast Hinterland, where art and nature meet great food and wine. In this episode, we'll take you on a day trip to one of our favourite spots to take the kids. Glenn will discuss his dislike of bushwalking in Australia. We'll say hello to some fascinating locals, sample some of the fantastic local taste sensations, and visit a place that's just a little bit cuckoo.
Well, today we are off to a favourite spot of ours, which is the Kondalilla Falls on the Sunshine Coast Hinterland, and from where we are it's about a half-hour drive. We're going to be stopping in Montville, which is on the way, which is a beautiful little town up in the mountains. Kondalilla Falls in Aboriginal stands for, it means this. Right there.
After a quick fuel up with some freshly squeezed juice, we headed to the first of our favourite spots, Mary Cairncross Park. This beautiful park and pristine nature reserve was donated to the public by the Fine Sisters in 1941, and the park was named in honour of their mother, Mary Cairncross. Today, the park is a favourite day trip destination for local families for barbecues, picnics, bushwalking, and learning about local plants and animals.
These cute kookaburras are a common feature here in Queensland and probably throughout Australia, I would say. We see them a lot, especially in these types of places, and they're very cute, and a lot of them are, very tame almost. They won't let you touch them, but they let you get pretty close. They're used to seeing humans.
Mary Cairncross Park also has the best views on the Sunshine Coast all the way out to the famous and mystical Glasshouse Mountains. This is a favourite spot for local landscape photographer Ben Messina, whose amazing images are available at his gallery in the nearby Montville and online. The cafe here is a great spot to sit and enjoy the view. There's also a viewing deck above the cafe. There's heaps to do here for curious kids like these two. This interactive display teaches kids all about local frog species.
Is it that one?
No, that one goes...
It's that one you already know, don't you?
No, that one goes like it and those ones don't.
Oh, I see, you know.
That one goes, those ones are this one.
And what's that, an emerald spotted tree frog?
And those ones make this one.
I see.
And that one makes this one.
And that's a green tree frog, yeah.
In the Information Centre, you can learn all about the many plants and animals in the park, and volunteers like Karen are on hand to answer your questions.
So you're a volunteer here at the Information Centre. Tell me, what do you love about being a volunteer here?
I love being in nature, immersed in nature. We've always come here for lots of years, my partner and I, and also when I was a young child. My parents used to bring us here and we used to do little walks. So it's something that I thought when I retire, I'd like to volunteer at this centre.
What's the most common question that you get asked?
A lot of people come in and they say, do you have any snakes here in Mary Cairncross? And I'll usually say, what would you like me to say? And they'll usually say no. And I'll say, well, I have to be honest, we do have snakes in here. And once I reassure them that the snakes aren't really out there to get them, but they're just part of our natural environment here, but they have to give them a lot of space, they're usually comfortable with that. And it's nice for them to see them in their natural state.
How often would you see a snake here, do you think?
Well, in summer, it's a regular occurrence. It could be a daily occurrence. Obviously, it's winter now, so they're less active. But yes, they're quite common. We'll have the red belly black, we see those, and the carpet snakes. So a few different snakes that we have here.
One of the things that I don't like about walking through Australian bushland is you're going to get a face full of spiderweb. That's one thing that's never good. The other thing that is really annoying is when your wife wants to tell you to take a picture of that. Take a picture of that. Look at that. Smell this. So bossy and demanding. I don't think this is the right way. It's a little bit of a sticky situation with the vines here.
Oh, there's a spider. There's a spider.
Where?
Next stop, Gerard's Lookout, where you can find expansive views right across the entire Sunshine Coast, all the way to the sea. The site is dedicated to William and Mary Gerard, who settled the land a century and a half ago. And if you want to know all about the history of the area while getting a top-notch takeaway coffee, just ask this bloke.
Yeah.
On the trailer, I'm Matty Gerard.
Oh,
Now, we've been here since 1851, but do you know where you are?
not really.
Okay, in brief, Mount Adelaide in the distance out there is home to the Ginniburra women.
The what?
Ginniburra women?
The Ginniburra women.
Do you speak Hindi?
No.
Maybe me.
Matty Gerard is a barista with a gift for storytelling. He says he's a direct descendant of William and Mary Gerard. There's no doubt he knows a lot about the history of this place, including its Indigenous past. He loves to regale visitors to the Lookout with stories about the Aboriginal history of the Sunshine Coast, while mixing them a fantastic cuppa.
So they would come here and come right to this point here, right to
Right.
this, right here.
Yep.
And they'd leave their men. And they would go around what we know now as Bald Knob,
Yeah.
down to Tippergaran, to have their children. And the cycle of life for them was about 100 days.
Yep.
They would leave their men behind because it was considered sacred woman's country.
It's said that even the likes of Elle Macpherson have stopped at his van to sample his amazing matcha tea.
Now I have just extracted the oil.
Okay.
I didn't make it too hot so you can drink it.
Oh my God, that's beautiful.
See what I know?
That's beautiful. Here we are in Kondalilla National Park, and we're taking the Kondalilla Falls walk, which is a pretty easy, well-marked walk all the way to some beautiful waterfalls and a lovely rock pool. This is a favourite spot for locals and tourists on the Sunshine Coast, and we've come here many times with our own children. In the summer it's great for swimming, and it's just a fantastic, nice easy bushwalk for anybody who likes to get back into nature.
Really not a big fan of walking in the bush, the spiders and the snakes, and but for YouTube this is what we do.
And for your wife, hey babe, because your wife loves it. Happy wife, happy life.
We came here together on one of our very first dates, didn't we?
We did, yes, indeed, where we visited a few wineries.
Yep, we were quite tipsy that day, as I recall.
That's good that you can recall it. That's a positive. Not a lot of us can remember. There was a lot of tastings.
A lot of tastings that day.
And a lot of bullshit.
He was still trying to impress me. So the waterfall's only a trickle today, but I've been here at times when it's absolutely been plummeting over that falls. Huge quantities of water come down during heavy rains, so it's a really good time to come and visit when it's been raining hard. But today it's just nice and gentle, and it's just a lovely place to sit, very tranquil with the sound of the water. You can have lunch here and just really enjoy the peace.
Over the years, we've spent many happy summer days here with the kids and their friends. Today, we got to meet one of the local residents. This curious long-finned eel came up to say hello.
That was a really special experience. In all my years of coming to Kondalilla Falls, I've never seen anything like that before. Probably won't go swimming again though.
Okay, now we're off to my favourite part of the day, which is to the pub for lunch. And no, eel won't be on the menu.
The Montville Cafe Bar and Grill is one of our favourite spots for lunch after working up an appetite at Kondalilla Falls. This place has a laid-back pub-style vibe with live music and a shady beer garden set amongst the trees. Inside, it's like taking a step back in time with an assortment of memorabilia and old photos of the area. The menu is pretty traditional hearty pub fare, and in the winter months they do a really nice mulled wine. Is a popular tourist destination because of its quaint mountain village style vibe and great shopping. This place isn't cheap, but it showcases some of the region's best artists and craftspeople. Our favourite place to visit is Fudgy Boom Bars, the home of award-winning Montville fudge. This place has been a Montville staple for a couple of decades now, and it's easy to see why. They have more than 60 flavours to choose from.
I'm about to try some of their pumpkin pie flavoured fudge. Here goes. It's sort of cinnamony. That's wonderful. I love it.
A visit to Montville wouldn't be complete without stopping in on the clock shop. If you don't like the sound of time ticking by, this place might send you a little bit cuckoo. There's so much more to see in this green haven in the hills, but for now it's time to head home. Next trip, we'll stop in on some of the hinterland's wineries and visit a paradise for parrots. And if you like this video and you'd like to see more, don't forget to like and subscribe.